Hello everyone, myself Monica, Head and Assistant Professor from the Department of Nutrition and Dietetics, St. Josephs College of Arts and Science for Women, Hosur. Today we are going to see about the major ingredient used in baking, that is flour. Composition of flour. Starch. Starch is not soluble in water until it is heated to about 140 degree Fahrenheit with water of 6 times of its weight. Then the starch cells will swell and the cell wall will burst. Now the starch becomes soluble in water. This process is called gelatinization. Starch acts as a filler as it gives rigidity to bread dough. It combines with lipids and gluten to retain the gas during fermentation. Moisture. An ideal moisture content of the flour is 14%. The source of moisture may be tempering or the package material or the humidity. If more moisture is in the flour, it will reduce the storage life, induce insect infestation, may get fungus and bacteria, and also will reduce the water absorption power of the flour. This will result in fewer yields during production. Protein. Flour contains soluble and insoluble proteins, namely albumin, globulin, gliadin, and glutenin. The soluble proteins, albumin and globulin, are useful in providing nourishment to yeast during the fermentation process for its growth and reproduction. The insoluble protein, gliadin and glutenin, form a rubbery material when water is added with flour. So, when it is kneaded well, the rubbery material developed is called gluten. It gives structure to the baked products. While gliadin gives extensibility, glutenin gives strength and holds gas during baking. Ash. The source of ash content in the flour is bran. If the flour contains more ash, it means it has more bran. Too much ash gives dark color to the flour and also cuts the gluten. Fourth, higher ash content will not retain as much gas during different stages of processing, and this affects the volume and gives poor texture to the product. Sugar. Naturally, flour contains a small quantity of sugar, namely sucrose and maltose. It is used as yeast food to produce carbon dioxide. Fats or lipid. Fats or lipid should not be more than 1% in flour. They contain the pigment keratin which gives color to the flour. There is a higher quantity of fat or oil in the low grade flour than in the high grade ones. The fat or oil, when separated from the flour, is pale yellowish liquid without taste or smell. Enzymes. Flour contains diacetic enzymes. They are alpha amylase and beta amylase. These enzymes hydrolyze starch and convert it into simpler sugar. During fermentation, the simple sugar is used by the yeast to produce alcohol and carbon dioxide. The gas production depends upon the amount of enzymes found in the flour. Indian flours have less alpha amylase. These enzymes are necessary for the production of good quality bread. There are various types of flours used in the baking. They are wholemeal flour, Graham flour, brown flour, strong flour, weak flour, all-purpose flour, cake flour, pastry flour, gluten-free flour, and etc. To determine or to estimate the flower as a good flower, there are five criteria. They are color, strength, tolerance, high absorption power, and uniformity. First character is color. The flower should be creamish white in color. Good quality flower will reflect the light when it is shown to the light. Bleaching the flower helps to get the color of the flower. Next characteristic is strength. There are two types of flour, strong and weak flour. The strength depends upon the gluten quality present in the flour. Strong flour is preferred for making bread and the weak flour is preferred for making cakes and confectionery products. Third characteristic is tolerance. Tolerance is the ability of the flour to withstand the fermentation and the mixing process in excess of what is normally required to mature its gluten properly. Fourth characteristic is high absorption power. High absorption power means the ability of the flour to hold maximum amount of water. If the flour has less WAP, the bread will not be good quality and will have fewer yields. And the fifth characteristic is uniformity. If the flour is used ununiformly, the quality of the product will differ. So, constant monitoring and adjustment are required to get the satisfactory result. Thank you.